Now, this may be controversial, so brace yourselves, but I adore Sonic the Hedgehog. That's my soul sister. Twin. Same birthday and everything. He is, to me, a very special person. I grew up always having this connection with the franchise, but especially Sonic as a character. The ultimate comfort character, if you may. So when it was announced that there was a live-action CGI hybrid movie in the works, based on the Sonic universe, you would think that teenage Chiaki would be super duper anxious for its arrival. Right? Right? Well, yes, but actually kind of no. I was definitely anxious, but on both ends of the spectrum, leaning more towards the apprehensive side of things. Because look, we all know that from the moment modern Sonic took center stage, he has been the internet's favorite punching bag. We are all painstakingly very aware of the space in the world that the Sonic fanbase has carved for the franchise. From the soap opera-esque dramatics,
Shadow, android? Am I an android too?
multiple dysfunctional game builds and mechanics,
Ariana, what are you doing here?
a human hedgehog makeout session,
Disgusting!
that's a video in itself for another day, and on top of that, an immense amount of interesting fan art and fan fiction to boot. The community surrounding Sonic built it up so high upon an empire of hilarity, until all Sonic was to people was a joke. Which, you know, at the end of the day, despite any of the faults the series may have, it is unfortunate. The whole franchise is just so much fun and just isn't scared to be exactly what it is. Even if sometimes it shouldn't be what it is.
Bitch, what the fuck?
But that's also what made it so vulnerable and easy to poke fun at. Nearly at the expense of a $90 million movie. After years of being hailed as the meme of video game culture, Sega saw the constant teasing surrounding Sonic and his friends, and just kind of rolled with it. They embraced it completely, and embodied that meme archetype to its fullest extent. They began directing a lot of their content towards said shitposters, which the internet loves self-awareness and also self-degradation. So we all ate that shit right up. The year that the Sonic Sucks alliance between the internet and the Sonic team really ramped up kind of coincided with the 2014 Wii U release, Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric, which every single person on Earth collectively agrees that it's one of the biggest missteps of the series. Between the shoddy mechanics, story, animation, literally everything about this game became a huge meme on the internet. Especially with Let's Play YouTubers, like Game Grumps for example. Then they went ahead and made a show about it. Which was fucking amazing. But the show only pushed harder on teasing the series, and even its own dedicated fan base as a whole.
Ooh, Sonami, spicy. Yeah, I don't really care for that, but it seems to be obligatory in the genre.
Which again is hilarious. But it only hardened the shitpost aura surrounding Sonic. The series continued to be a beloved laughingstock, and no one really took it seriously anymore. Even longtime fans just sort of accepted that this is what the series was now. But I think there came a point after the Boom era ended where the Sonic team looked at each other like, well shit, because they had dug themselves so deep into a hole with all the jokes that they had no clue what direction to go in now. At the end of the day, they did love Sonic. I mean, how could you not? So obviously they wanted to try to get back on track eventually. But when they did finally try to be quote-unquote serious, it only was fodder for more memes.
Nobody will listen to me but cereal!
Nobody, and I mean nobody, took it seriously. I mean, just take a look at Sonic Forces. Sonic gets kidnapped and supposedly tortured for months, and they build an army to avenge him, and all the crowd could do was laugh at it. Because when you, the team that's supposed to be writing for Sonic, build yourselves up as nothing but a walking, talking joke for so long, how are the bystanders supposed to react? Wow, I'm so happy that Sonic is Sonic again, even if he is being brutally tortured as we speak. Thank you, Sonic team. No, because that's not realistic. 99.9% of the population were now accustomed with the memulous ways Sonic became synonymous with. And they thrived in it. Every time Sonic Team would juju the gotta go fast beat, the crowd would go buck wild. Every time they tried to be serious and make an actual game, it was met with rotten tomatoes and criticism all around. Hedgehog memes were everywhere. So maybe, just maybe, they devised a plan. A plan that would take the so-called Sonic memes one step too far and finally get this shit show back on track. Get the fan base back on their side. And that plan all started with one fugly little blue cretin.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
Now first off, what the hell even was this?
Look how they mess with my boy.
And second of all, everything I'm about to say is completely allegedly.
Allegedly!
And just totally a brain fart my mind erupted out into the world. A conspiracy theory. A game theory, if you will. I completely 100% believe that Ugly Sonic was made for a purpose and on purpose. I think that they knew exactly what they were doing. Because there's absolutely zero way that you can look at this perfectly designed, iconic little blue gremlin, and I mean that in a completely loving way, and turn him into this abomination that the woodland critters cooked up.
Oh, kill me! Kill me!
Like, there's no way that this got greenlit for being a good and fitting design for Sonic. I can't accept that as a reality, because if I do, then I will lose complete faith in the people behind these films altogether. The only possibility that makes any sense at all to me would be that this is all a setup. A setup to get a lot of publicity and a lot of conversations ramped up surrounding the film. And oh my god.
Oh my god.
If their goal was to break the internet, they did just that and then some. All around the world, across nations, races, genders, sexualities, politics, every single person on planet Earth found themselves in confounding agreement all around. Movie Sonic was unconditionally and irrevocably horrendous. He was a monster.
Brother, ugh.
After unveiling this uncanny valley-esque CGI redesign, the internet was alight. People went on a rampage, demanding the film either be shelved for an indeterminate amount of time or fix Sonic's design. Make Sonic great again. And pretty quickly, the team behind the film pulled the trailer, stating that they would be going back to the drawing board and reworking Sonic's design. This delayed the movie for a few months, but ended up being highly worth it. Because look at how perfect he is. I just love him.
Bitch, why you mad? Cause my pussy pops severely and yours don't?
But I don't know. Something always felt weird to me. Like this whole thing was plotted all along. I personally think that the marketing team for the film knew the effect that Ugly Sonic would have on the internet, especially with Sonic being a pretty well-known meme himself to begin with. I think that they knew all along that this would get people talking, and turn heads towards the actual, aka good, Sonic design even more, once it was officially revealed. It would only make not ugly Sonic even more appealing to the angry mobs that the original trailer had amassed. And really, if that's what their plan was, I have no grievance with it. It's genius. Why not take advantage of the space that Sonic the Hedgehog has carved for itself over the years? I don't blame them, nor am I shading the filmmakers at all for it. It's just genius marketing. And also such a Sonic thing to do. Now again, this is all my little theory, so you make of this what you will. I honestly have to believe that this was all just a marketing scheme. Otherwise, it just makes my brain explode at the thought that anyone was like, yeah, that's good enough. Nearly 5 years onwards from the original trailer drop, I just have to say that I am so ecstatic with the movie Sonic that we landed on.
Oh my god.
Yes, he's different, but I love him regardless. Ben Schwartz is like a breath of fresh air for the blue blur. I really love that we get to watch the subtle classic to modern Sonic pipeline. We literally get to watch him grow up and mature over the series. His character growth and arc is meant to be taken seriously as the main course, with the jokes and meme callouts still there as a delectable side dish.
I gotta go fast.
Now, to swing back to the downfall of Sonic's reputation, as a lifelong Sonic fan who has witnessed the constant ups and downs of the series, I have definitely noticed a lot more love and respect being spread in the name of Sonic recently. Since the release of the first Sonic film, I think that the series as a whole has been getting on track at least a little bit. With each movie, people seem to respect the franchise even more. Even just the recent release of the third movie's trailer, the general consensus of the people is that Sonic is somewhere on the scale of good. And of course that Keanu Reeves as Shadow is absolutely top tier casting. I, for one, am so excited for the third Sonic movie. Like, literally peeing my pants excited for it. I'm already planning my entire fit for the opening show on opening night. I'm treating this shit like the Barbie movie, as all respectable folks should. I just hope one of you dresses up as Ugly Sonic. His unfortunate legacy needs to live on in the hearts of all the young Sonic fans to come. Who knows? Maybe he'll be revealed as a playable character in the next Smash game. Anything's possible nowadays.